So imagine that everyone in the world has decided to skip the next 10 centuries. The entire population of Earth goes down to specially built underground bunkers, and everyone settles into their comfortable beds. The last person awake sets the alarm clock for 1,000 years in the future and closes their eyes. The millions of robot helpers, which the people say goodnight to, are going to stick close to their sleeping masters. They'll monitor their condition and observe what happens to our planet. So the people don't leave anyone behind to look after our civilization. Their homes and offices in all of the world's cities are handed over to nature. Already, after just one day of sleep, power plants all over the world begin to shut down. The lights of the cities go out. Now there's no TV or internet. The only bright spot left on the planet is Las Vegas. It's powered by a hydroelectric power plant that can keep going unsupervised for quite some time. But there's nobody left to party there, and the neon lights shine down on empty streets. A week later, raccoons start to appear in people's homes. There's no one to scare them off. So they climb in your trash can and help themselves to your fridge. In fact, now they basically run your house. A domestic animal would have struggled to keep going without people for even 1 week. But fortunately, everyone took their pets down underground to snooze with them. Who wouldn't want to sleep for 1,000 years with a cat curled up in their lap? Without electricity, the refrigerators in supermarkets and restaurants will stop working. Food and groceries will soon start to spoil. The bad smell will attract lots of different scavengers and pests. A month has passed since the Great Snooze started. Nature is already beginning to break into large cities. And I don't just mean the plants. The lions who live in the city zoos have realized that their enclosures are no longer electrified. They now rule our towns, walking the streets in search of prey. A year later, without any people around, the world's ports are in chaos. Ropes have begun to tear, and huge cargo ships are drifting free from their docks. Some of them collide with each other or smash into bridges and sink. The rats who lived on the cruise ships will finish off the leftover supplies, and they'll start fighting with the seagulls for scraps. 5 years of sleep. It's impossible to recognize our cities anymore. Vines and ivy have covered buildings, and other plants have turned concrete streets into gardens. You can't hear the endless honk of car horns or the music from all the ads on Times Square anymore. All that's left is the bird song and the wind. Oh, and Las